Top 10 legendary Ferrari models. Do you like Ferrari? Ferrari is known for producing some of the most popular models that have caught the hearts of car enthusiasts all around the world. In today's video, we will be talking about the top 10 most legendary Ferrari models of all time. These models have all transcended in such a way that even years after their original release, they remain to be trademarks of Ferrari, and thus why we decided to honor them with this video. Stay until the end of the video to find out which model is the most legendary of all. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to keep receiving more interesting content like today's video. So, let's begin with our first entry. First place, Ferrari LaFerrari. In the first place of our list, we have the Ferrari LaFerrari. When you think of a sports car, the Ferrari LaFerrari is the first thing that will come to your mind. The LaFerrari, also known as Ferrari F150, is a hybrid sports car, and its name literally means the Ferrari, and you probably have guessed why. On top of its marvelous design, the Ferrari LaFerrari comes armed with a 6.3-liter V12 engine, which allows drivers to hit 124 miles per hour in just 7 seconds. Another interesting fact about LaFerrari is that it was also the first hybrid drive system to be produced by Ferrari. To add a cherry on top, LaFerrari also has an exclusivity factor, since it was released with only 499 units ever made. How does that sound? Second place, Ferrari Testarossa. In second place, we have the Ferrari Testarossa, which went into production in 1984 as the successor to the Ferrari Berlinetta Boxer. The Testarossa was the luxury car of choice during the 80s decade, even featuring on the cover of the Road and Track magazine 9 times in just 5 years. Whoa. That's just proof that the Testarossa was one of the most well-received flagship models of Ferrari. It's even an icon of 1980s retro culture. Some famous owners of the Testarossa include Michael Jordan, Dr. Dre, and Elton John. This was also the last Ferrari to carry a flat 12 engine. With 390 horsepower, 4.9-liter, 12-cylinder boxer engine, it was the most powerful supercar of the time. It was also very famous for appearing on Miami Vice. There's no doubt that this is one of the most legendary Ferrari models, so you will be surprised to know that there are even more legendary models than this one. Stay with us until the end to find out which. Third place, Ferrari 308 GTS. This car ruled the 70s. First produced in 1977 and equipped with a 2.9-liter, 255-horsepower V8 engine. The 308 replaced the Dyno 246 GT and GTS in 1975 and was updated as the 328 GTB GTS in 1985. Although, the car became popular by the television series Magnum P.I., in which the main character, Thomas Magnum, drove it for 8 seasons. Fourth place, Ferrari 365 GTB Daytona. The Ferrari Daytona is considered one of the most beloved Ferrari models of all time. Its Daytona name comes from the model's 1-2-3 finish at the 1967 24 Hours of Daytona, which was one of the factors that made this car so popular. The Ferrari Daytona is a 2-seat Grand Tourer sports car, so it's designed for high speed and driving long distances. It was first produced in 1967 through 1973. The engine of this car is known as the Tipo 251, and this one had a more sharp-edge style. The Daytona gained fame when one was driven by Dan Gurney and Brock Yates in the inaugural Cannonball Baker Sea to Shining Sea Memorial Trophy Dash. Showcasing the car's potential for sustained high-speed travel, the pair won with an average speed of 80.1 miles per hour, 129 kilometers per hour, completing the distance from New York City to LA, 2,876 miles, or 4,628 kilometers, in 35 hours, 54 minutes. Just think about that for a minute. The Daytona managed to cross the whole US in roughly a day and a half. How does that sound for speed? Fifth place, Ferrari Dyno 246 GTS. The Dyno 246 was the first automobile that Ferrari manufactured in high numbers. It was very well acclaimed, and in 2004, Sports Car International placed the Dyno at number 6 on its list of top sports cars of the 1970s. Motor Trend Classic placed the 206-246 at number 7 in their list of the 10 greatest Ferraris of all time. The 206 GT used a transverse-mounted 2.0-liter all-aluminum 65-degree V6 engine with dual overhead camshafts and a 9-to-1 compression ratio, making 180 PS, 178 bhp, 132 kilowatt, at the 8,000 RPM redline. Torque was 138 pound-feet, 187 newton-meters at 6,500 RPM. The crankshaft featured 4 main bearings. Induction was via 3 Weber 40 DCN 4 2-barrel carburetors. The 206 GT was the first car sold by Ferrari which used an electronic ignition. 6th place, Ferrari F40. The Ferrari F40 had the distinction of being the most powerful Ferrari ever made when it came out. If you're asking why then, it's because the F40 came equipped with a 2.9-liter twin-turbo V8 engine and produced 471 horsepower. It has been overshadowed by other models, although it's also an important model, being the last Ferrari produced under Enzo Ferrari's direction. 7th place, Ferrari 288 GTO. The Ferrari 288 GTO is another of the more exclusive Ferrari models, with only 200 units being produced, although afterward, 72 other units were also assembled. It was designed by Group B Circuit Racing, although the GTO became so popular that it decided to scrap that and make the model an exclusive supercar. 8th place, Ferrari F50. The Ferrari F50 is another iconic and exclusive car, of which only a total of 349 were made, with the last one being produced in July 1997. The car is powered by a 4.7-liter naturally aspirated Typo F130B 60-valve V12 engine that was developed from the 3.5-liter V12 used in the 1990 Ferrari 641 Formula One car. What made this Ferrari so special is that it was released to celebrate the company's 50th anniversary. On top of that, the Ferrari F50 used a 6-speed gearbox instead of a semi-auto. This is one of the rarest Ferraris in existence, with very few people owning one of these. Do you know anybody who owns one? Let us know in the comments. 9th place, Ferrari Enzo. The Enzo Ferrari evokes a very nostalgic image, as the creator of Ferrari was also named Enzo Ferrari. This is why some also refer to this car as the Ferrari Enzo or F60. This one made its debut in 2002 and comes equipped with a 660 horsepower V12 engine with a top speed of 218 miles per hour. It also comes with a carbon fiber body as an F1 style transmission and uses Formula One technology. The Enzo's F140B V12 engine was the first of a new generation for Ferrari. It is based on the design of the V8 engine found in the Maserati Quattroporte. This car was so famous that in 2004, American magazine Sports Car International named the Enzo Ferrari number 3 on their list of top sports cars of the 2000s. American magazine Motor Trend Classic named the Enzo as number 4 in their list of the 10 greatest Ferraris of all time. On top of that, the car had some popular media coverage, as before being first unveiled at the Paris Motor Show, the show car was flown from Italy to the US to be filmed in Charlie's Angels Full Throttle. It was driven on a beach by actress Demi Moore. After filming was complete, the Enzo was flown to France to be at the motor show. In any way, there's an even more legendary Ferrari model in this list, and that's the one on the 10th place. Ready to find out which one it is? 10th place, Ferrari 250 GTO. No car in Ferrari's history, and we mean no car, holds as much mystique and reverence as the 250 GTO. Over the years, the 250 GTO has ascended to the top as the most desirable Ferrari in history. Part of its appeal revolved around its performance abilities, but another reason was its looks. On top of being one of the most contemporary models of Ferrari, praised as the finest one there is, the 250 GT is also one of the most expensive cars to be sold at auction. It was built from 1952 to 1964, and also known as the most successful early Ferrari because it was great on the road and also on the track, making it also a very versatile option for a luxury car. Those are definitely some of the most beautiful luxury cars ever made, all worthy of the title of the most legendary Ferrari models. Which one of these did you like the most? Which one are you interested in buying? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a like, share it with your friends, and also subscribe to our channel for more great content like today's video. We'll see you next time. And if you like this video, make sure to watch this other one right here. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.